Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver were the 4th and 5th Pokemon games I've ever played. I picked up both copies on day of release back in 09, God I'm old, with my Pokewalker device. Back in those days, I didn't care for shiny Pokemon much, but now I'm obsessed. I don't have a problem, it's manageable, it's fine. So today I'm going to take a trip back in time and take on Pokemon Heart Gold using only shiny Pokemon. Honestly, I'm beyond keen to go back through Johto, but also Kanto. I'll be following the hardcore Nuzlocke rule set as per usual, which are right here if you are curious, and let's get into the run. So the run begins as they often do, in soft reset hell. Thankfully in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, we can see if any of the 3 Pokemon here are shiny in the selection screen, without actually having to pick them and battle with them. Ideally, I wanted a Cyndaquil here for the run, but in the end... Oh, shiny Totodile! Totodile, let's go! My eyes won't open back up because I'm so tired. I named him Renekton, and yet again, today's video will have a naming theme. Guess it right, and I'll like your comment. And also, you'll get like plus 10 shiny luck, maybe? I don't know, I guess I can't promise that, but who knows? Maybe it's good karma, at least. With my shiny Pokemon now finally safely tucked away in my balls. Hold on, wait a minute. Who let you out? Okay, you can stay out this time, but only because you're shiny. It's pretty cool that they made overworld sprites for all the shiny Pokemon as well as the original sprites. Nowadays, with how lazy Game Freak is, I'd be surprised if we even got shiny box models again. Moving on from me complaining though, I was tasked with heading to Mr. Pokemon. Is that his actual last name, or do people just call him that because he likes Pokemon a lot? Regardless, the trip was quite uneventful. I do get running shoes though, so that was cool. I guess I just wasn't wearing shoes before. Meeting Mr. Pokemon, we run into Professor Oak, and oh my god, it's only just now I realized all these professors are named after trees. We got Oak Tree, we got an Elm Tree, a Birch Tree, a Rowan? Wait, is a Rowan a tree? Wait, let me Google that. Okay, a Rowan tree is a thing. Juniper's not, is it? Okay, never mind. Anyway, after our chat with Oak, we can head back to Newbark Town. More tree! It's tree related. Bark comes from trees, dog goes bark. Woof. I run into our soon-to-be named rival, and this fella has committed a crime, stealing this Chikorita from the lab. So I defeat the Chikorita, try to recover it, but he manages to slip away. Heading back to the lab, the police officer thinks that I stole the Pokemon, but we tell her the name of the fella was actually Felony, because he's a fella that does crime, aka he is a felony. Funny joke, laugh now please. Now Lyra teaches me how to catch Pokemon, and I don't listen because she's just catching a normal Pokemon. We're not allowed to catch those, lady. Only shiny ones, please. But now the Nuzlocke truly begins. I could, if I wanted to, go and catch another shiny Pokemon right now, but for the moment I can make my way through Route 29 again, back through Cherry Grove City and up onto Route 30 and 31, where I take on a couple of battles and train up Totodile. Isn't he the cutest? Oh, you're so cute, yes you are, Totodile. Making our way to the first town means we can take on our first gym. That is, after we ascend Bellsprout Tower. Well, actually, first I decided to head on to Route 32 to hunt for shiny Pokemon number 2. And there are some pretty cool Pokemon on this route, like Wooper, and yeah, that's about it. Besides what I was actually hunting for, which was this guy. Oh, Shiny Mareep! Shiny Mareep! Why did I do these things? Naming him Kindred, I made my way to the Bellsprout Tower, where I took the time to level up Mareep all the way to level 10, where it got access to its first electric move. It was atop the tower I run into that felony? Yes. He fled the scene like a felon would do, and he's done that twice now. Convenient. I challenge the monk now, and defeating him I can take on the Man of Wind, Faulkner. I had to hype up the gym leader a little bit because, you know, his drip is pretty cool, but his team is kind of lackluster. I'm trying to hype him up. He has 2 birds. I don't know what to say, man. First up is the Pidgey, and I led with our boy Renekton, who does manage to take it down with 3 water guns, not missing, even though this stupid bird threw sand in our face multiple times. A more formidable bird was sent in next, being Pidgeotto, so I swapped over to Kindred, who is super effective, obviously, with Thundershock, and this did pretty good damage. However, it did retaliate with a tackle. Getting it low the next turn, it decides to roost, and then from there, I can actually just take it out, because because it didn't heal enough. And that's badge 1 acquired. The Zephyr badge. Zephyr's actually a pretty cool word. I rate that. You know, this guy's alright. This guy's alright. Okay, moving on, we head through Route 33 and into this cave without an issue before arriving in Azalea Town. I go and talk to an old man who then jumps down this well and hurts himself, so then I'm forced to take on Team Rocket. Man, I miss Team Rocket. Wouldn't it be sick if they brought them back for the main antagonists in Gen 10? Actually, maybe that wouldn't be good. We've already had enough, like, Kanto repeating stuff, right? We don't need more nostalgia bait. Anyway, I take down Proton, the executive here, who had a coughing and a Zubat, which caused Mareep to evolve into Flaffy. Kidrid evolving now gave me the confidence to go take on the gym of the town. Let's do it. Time to take on Bugsy, Bug Gym Leader. I actually hate bug-type Pokemon, by the way. Bane of the Earth, disgusting creatures, gross. Cypher as the lead, though we are leading with our boy Kindred. And we are going to go for Thundershock. Focus Energy. Okay, it's trying to set up a crit. That's not very good for us. Hopefully it does not land. Okay, solid. Nice. Alright, cool. 3 Thundershocks and it's down. Bada bing, bada bong. Kindred has successfully defeated this gym because guess what else this guy has? A Metapod? And a Kakuna. Even though it's my last Pokemon, Bug Pokemon are the best literally ever, so we're gonna win.
Yeah.
Alright, and down goes Kakuna. Alright, Bugsy defeated. Gym badge numero 2 acquired. Defeating the gym meant it was time to head through the Ilex Forest, where I had to commit the most horrible crime of all. Call me a felon. No, don't actually. Don't loop me in with him. And that was to teach my starter Pokemon Cut. Oh god, I hate HMs. Cutting down this tree though, we can skip through Ilex Forest, and I decided to skip catching anything here as I made my way up to Goldenrod City. Just past it on Route 35 was a route filled with cool Pokemon to encounter. Ooh, shiny Nidoran. Male, so Nido King? Because you can find male and female here, right? I think. Yippee! Shiny Nidoran was caught. Yeah. Try and bum me up. Now, while looking for this said Nidoran, I may have accidentally overleveled our Flaffy, which is kind of a huge problem because obviously the whole idea of getting Nidoran would be that we have 3 Pokemon to take on Gym 3, and now we're just gonna have 2 again. So now that I can't bring it along to our battle with Whitney, with that as a factor, I was tempted to shiny hunt yet again to have an extra Pokemon, as those of you who have Nuzlocked this game before in the past will know that Whitney's little milker is absolutely brutal and will wipe your team without adequate preparation. So I have 2 options. Shiny hunt or gamble for the next 5 hours straight. I of course chose to gamble. It was time to play Voltorb Flip. Now this was the first time that I actually ever decided to learn how to play this game, and gambling on the slots in Diamond and Pearl is pretty easy. You just sit there and hope, I guess. But with Voltorb Flip comes a little bit of skill. It all comes down to maths, and well, I do suck at that. So naturally this took me longer than it probably would you, but the strategy I used came from a 14-year-old video by a channel named Pokemon Wiz, spelt with a 1 instead of the I. Leet speak, am I right? If you're curious on this video, it's in the description. The video, however, goes over how to use dead spaces to figure out the highest probability of where a Voltorb could possibly be. And from there, we can make the most informed decision. I won't go over it too much more, just know that I had a lot of fun actually playing this and had me craving real gambling afterwards. Pokemon gambling is a gateway. Game Freak, you did this to me. I don't have a problem, alright? I know I keep bringing up gambling in a bunch of videos, but I don't have a problem. Now you may be wondering, why even do all this? Well, the reason I did that was for 3 reasons, I guess. The first being Substitute as a TM, and then Swords Dance, and then finally Thunderbolt. Initially, I had planned on giving Flaffy Thunderbolt for the gym, but since it overleveled, I could give it to Nidorino instead. In the end, though, I just decided against it and actually only teaching Croconaw Swords Dance, and I didn't even bother teaching Substitute, even though that was the original reason that I came in here in the first place. But, you know what? It is what it is. And with that, it is finally time, after all my preparation, to finally take on Whitney, the 3rd gym leader. Why she got 2 fingers up? I said 3rd, not 2nd. And in comes Clefairy, the original fairy type Pokemon. That's a joke. It's only normal in this generation. There is, in fact, no fairy type. Okay, that's right. Now we go for Bite. And I'm honestly confident that we one-shot. Huge. Love that. Okay. Only issue is now we have to take on the killer of Nuzlocke, and I'm scared it might kill mine or at least one of my Pokemon. It's highly possible here. We have to go for Bite. It's gone for Stomp. It could flinch. That would not be ideal, but we don't flinch. We got the Bite off. Half health. We just have to get one more Bite and it dies. Attract. Oh my god, this thing. Renekton, don't do it. Okay, it's fine. We have one more turn to hit. In love, we didn't get flinched. Don't do it, Renekton, you got this. Fuck me dead. Now we have to switch. Well, I will... Ah, fuck. I have to go for focus energy and have to bank on a crit. Otherwise, we just lose. Otherwise, we just lose. Crit. One more. Oh, my god.
Oh, I missed.
Oh, I missed. I was legitimately ready to cry. What the f just happened? I was ready to restart the... What the... Sometimes the Poke Gods, they be on your side. This is all I'm gonna say. Little Whitney, take the L, brother. You actually got cooked. Oh, we got a plane badge. Nice. Okay, gym badge number 3 acquired. Let's freaking go. So despite all my planning, everything still went wrong. And yet, right at the same time. Because right when we needed it, it missed. That's absolutely insane. I can't believe we made it through that unharmed. Well, okay, I guess with Gym 3 defeated, it was time to take on our next target location, which was Ecruteak City, home of the 4th gym. But on my way there, yet again, I got to experience another new feature added to the remakes, that being the pokeathlon. Back in the day, I'd actually played this over and over with my Typhlosion to get a win in every single event and give it a badge for every single one. But this time we've got shiny Croconaw along for the ride, I guess. And there actually is a reason to compete in this, as there is a reward for completing it that is in fact able to be purchased from the shop, which is a Moonstone. And for those of you who don't know, Nidorino evolves with the Moonstone. Fun fact, I bet you guys didn't know that. You definitely did, but that's okay. Go quicker! Why are we doing this if it's f***ing stamina based? So I competed and competed until I'd had enough points to buy one, but didn't use it straight away since at level 23 it would get Horn Attack, which is a decent move for Nidoking to have learned before it evolves. So instead I continued my trek through the national park, picking up the TM Dig along the way and take down this silly Sudowoodo. You're not a real tree and you never will be! I'm a real tree. And with that, we arrive in Ecruteak not too long after. I, however, immediately headed back the way I came and hunt for shiny number 4, hopefully being a Growlithe.
Psych!
Oh, shiny Hoothoot. Okay, I was kind of hoping for Growlithe, but I'll take Hoothoot. I'll take a Hoothoot. Lock it in. You know what? That's actually really cool because we'll get to use a shiny Night Owl, just like Ash did in the anime, you know? We should call him Shiny Toot too. I named it Anivia and headed back to Ecruteak to check out the burned down tower. A felony. Wait, you gonna try and catch a legendary? Not if I have anything to say about it, buddy. That is not gonna happen, Felony. The Felon leads with a Ghastly and curses my Croconaw straight away, but we take it out with a bite. Bayleaf in next, I swap over to Nidorino and it sets up Reflect as I boost my crit rate. But after failing to land a crit multiple turns in a row, Bayleaf starts synthesizing. Finally landing a poison though, we land a critical peck as the Reflect faded. The next turn it was of course set up once more, but it was too little too late as Peck gets it low enough and poison finishes it off. And in comes Zubat. Zubat, 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 Zubaticus, Zubaticus Maximus, yes, that's his real name. Taking it down without too much of an issue using Kindred, this left Magnemite, and this was not good, because Flaffy got confused and paralyzed and could not output good damage here. But with Nidorino weak, and my other 2 Pokemon weak to electric Pokemon, it really wasn't looking good. However, sending in Renekton, my only option was to pray. Pray that we managed to flinch it with a bite. Flinch, 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 flinch. Fuck! Yes! Renekton the GOAT! Kill this dumb magnet! With Morty returning to the gym, it was finally time to take him on. Alright, gym leader Morty. The man, the myth, the legend, leading with the Ghastly. Okay, we're super effective against Ghastly, and I've led with our newly evolved Noctowl. Call me Ash Ketchum. Ash Ketchup. Because we like that mustard on the beat. Ho? With the first Ghastly down, in came Haunter 1, who spammed Nightmare like a fool. Brother, I ain't even asleep yet. Afflicting me with the curse though, it starts our 4-turn timer, but I managed to take it out by the time we had 1 turn left. However, as Gengar arrived on the field, we were forced to switch out. Hypnosis, Sucker Punch, Shadow Ball. We'll just go for Bite. Ooh, we dodged the Hypnosis, let's go! Okay, big Bite. Okay, enough to 2-shot, that's good. Never mind, not enough to 2-shot. Falling asleep the following turn and not waking up as we got blasted with Shadow Balls, I could make the switch back to Noctowl, even though it was extremely low on health. Is that because it's a normal type? Yes, that's correct. Random voice in the background. It is because it's a normal type. And from there, I could sleep it with Hypnosis and Confusion spam it. Morty did heal it with a potion, but it didn't help as I just took it back down anyway, leaving just Haunter number 2, which Flaffy dealt with a Thunderbolt. Yes, I finally taught it Thunderbolt. I kept forgetting and also kept forgetting to evolve Nidorino, but now that we have our 4th gym badge in my hand, or in my badge case, I don't know. It was finally time to evolve it. Oop. I wasn't recording, but I used the Moonstone. I used the Moonstone on Nidoking. From here, I move out along Route 38 and into Olivine City, where I run into that damn felon again. But he runs off as per usual, this time without an ass whooping. I'll give it to you next time, fella. Just see what happens if you dare challenge me to a battle. So instead, I ascend the lighthouse and jump out of a window. What the f is that sentence? Reaching the top though, we do find this little sick Ampharos, and Jasmine, the gym leader here, wants me to get some medicine for it. Girl, you don't even have an electric gym. What are you doing with this thing, helping it? Why are you here? That just reminds me, we're gonna have a shiny one of these soon. So to get this secret medicine, I made my way through 2 long ass water routes using this random Tauros that I caught as my surfer because I didn't want to lose our physical attacking moves on Renekton yet. So oh well, sue me. I couldn't be bothered shiny hunting for the Tauros either. So, I don't know what you want, but there it is. There is an automatic camera. Automatic camera. Do you want to take a picture? Yeah, alright. Oh wait, this is gonna have our non-shiny Tauros in it. This is gonna be a bad picture. Guys, don't look at the non-shiny in the back. It was just for surfing purposes only. Aha. Hi, you need medicine? Your Pokemon appear to be fine. Is something worrying you? The Lighthouse Pokemon is in trouble. I got it. This ought to do the trick. Secret potion. Ooh, what's in it? Drugs? This is also crazy, by the way. This is like what a Japanese store is like, by the way. They have a TV that they're just watching while they're waiting for customers. In my country, we're not allowed to go on our phones. We get bashed. Now, since we are here, we might as well also take on gym number 5. But now I have Ampharos along for the ride, so taking on Chuck shouldn't be an issue. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take on the 5th gym leader of Johto, Chuck the Chuckster. You see Noctowl's neck break there? Went, what's up, dog? Alright, we got Primeape as the lead here. I've led with Noctowl so we can set up Reflect and it has double team. That's alright as long as we never miss. Set up the Reflect regardless, means it does less damage. And then we just go for Confusion. Okay. That's fucking cringe. We've missed. Cool. Alright, that's what we're doing. It has Rock Slide. I didn't know it had Rock Slide. Nah, well thank God we had the Reflect up, am I right? Oh, Rock Slide hurts. This was not a part of the plan. I planned on taking out Primeape with Noctowl, but that clearly did not go according to plan at all. Okay, Rock Slide. As long as Thunderbolt hits, this should do really solid damage, I'm pretty sure. Nice. Okay, it's enough to take it out. Sweet. Alright, we're going to go for Thunderbolt. This should take out Poliwrath if it connects. Do take that. Thunderbolt should do a lot of damage. I feel like it takes it out. Super effective stab. High base power. One-shots the Poliwrath. And that was almost a scary fight. Because if we didn't take it out there, we were switching to Nidoking or Croconaw. And it wasn't looking pretty. The Storm Badge. Thank you very much, shirtless man. That's it. I'm taking my shirt off right now. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Take my shirt off. Alright. Good morning, gamers. Today we're back. We're heading back from Olivine City, I believe. Well, back to the Lighthouse we go. God, this has taken a while. Well, while we have this moment and we're waiting in the elevator, you might as well go down and subscribe to the channel. We're getting really close to 100k subs, guys. It would mean the world if we could make that happen. Man, this elevator sure is taking a while, huh? It's like I'm giving you plenty of time to click the subscribe button. Oh, we're here, perfect. Reaching the top, I gave the non-shiny Ampharos his meds and proceeded down to the gym to whoop Jasmine's ass. Leading with Magnemite, I send in Trinbamir and go for a dig. Steelix in next surprises me with how little damage it took from a super effective dig as it sets up a sandstorm and goes for Iron Tail, but misses as we get it below half health. This prompts it to use its citrus berry and then misses its Iron Tail again. Okay, well as long as it keeps missing, that's fine by me. The next turn we land a beautiful critical hit and manage to take it out. Nice. In comes Magneton number 2 now, and Nidoking one-shots it, meaning we have made it through the fight without losing a single hit point. Nidoking is a freaking goat. You're damn right. I am literally the bestest player at the Pokemon games ever, literally. Alright, now where were we headed? Mahogany Town and the Lake of Rage. Now that sounds pretty cool. Well, to get to Mahogany, we just have to head east, and upon arrival, we are told to investigate the Lake of Rage. So up I go, and you guys won't believe what I found at the lake. A shiny red Gyarados. Oh my god. I know you guys probably can't believe that happened, but it did. Just straight off the bat, it was just there hanging around. So I caught it, named it Aurelion, and that's when I met up with Lance. He's pretty cool. He has a cape. I wish I had a cape. And this guy seems to think that this Gyarados was forced to evolve against its will, but hey, works for me. Shiny Gyarados, I'll take it. I don't know why you're hating, brother. But he wants to investigate back down in the town, so we follow him and watch Lance Hyper Beam a man with his Dragonite. What the actual hell is happening right now? Well, at least he finds an entrance to the Team Rocket hideout. And this place took a very long time to beat. We took on battle after battle after battle and learnt the secret password to unlock the door. Do you guys want to know what it was? Come closer though. We can't have anyone overhearing it. It's subscribe to the channel. I know I gave you plenty of time before, but you should do it now. And after inputting the code, we enter the boss's room. Wait, is that Giovanni? Mwahaha. We've been waiting for you, so you are RJ. Me? You don't know who I am? It's me, Giovanni, the majestic Giovanni himself. Wahaha. Huh, I don't sound anything like Giovanni. I don't even look like Giovanni? Wait, what? Oh, I forgot that this is a thing. Defeating him, we get the next password for the generator door, but the door only responds to his voice. Thankfully, this Murkrow can mimic his voice, I guess, and leads us up to the door where he says the next password. Do you want to know what the Murkrow said? Murkrow! Murkrow says like the video too! That was my best Murkrow impression. Hope you guys liked it. Now, before Lance and I could turn off the generator powering this place, we are interrupted by Ariana Grande. It's like Ariana Grande, but like bargain bin. But the battle with them wasn't too bad, and now we can take out the electrodes powering the place. Nice, my job here is done. And with that, there is no more Team Rocket to deal with, is what I would have said if they hadn't overrun the radio station. But first, I had a gym to take on. Old man Pryce here is an ice specialist, but his first Pokemon Seal is part water. So leading with Ampharos, I immediately Thunderbolt it and obliterate it into a speckle of dust. I'll seal you later. Get it? Piloswine in next, I swap out to our fully evolved Feraligatr. Yep, I forgot to mention that happened, but hey look, he looks pretty cool, right? I was then a very greedy boy and double sword stance stacking attack as it wasted its turn using hail. Then we both miss our attacks, but thankfully for me, we land a crunch the following turn. However, it barely hangs on and recovers with its citrus berry. This means though, he doesn't opt to use a potion, which actually lets me take it out. This leaves Dugong, and two Dugongs don't make a right. God, what is with me and puns today? Swapping to Ampharos though, a single Thunderbolt deletes this slightly over-leveled Seal thing. And with that, Gym Badge 7 is mine. Alright, let's go deal with Team Rocket. If I wanted to make it into the radio tower though, I'll need a disguise because only Team Rocket grunts are allowed. Fortunately for me, this fall down in the underground gives me a Team Rocket costume for free. Bargain bin prices. Nice. I guess nobody wants these anymore. Man, I'm actually so proud of this, guys. Nobody is going to recognize me, and I can make it all the way through this place undetected. What the heck are you doing, villain? Oh my god, this guy's actually a villain. I hate him. Why did he reveal me? Ugh. So now I'm forced to take on every single Team Rocket grunt who's overrun this radio tower, until I finally make my way up to the director's office to try help him, I guess. But he appears to be fine. Nope, it's Disguise Boy again. I forget his name. But we do take him and his coughings down without an issue, and in doing so get told the location of the real director. Turns out they've stuffed him in the basement. And that's coincidentally where I hide people too. Wait, we don't have basements in Australia. So I work my way down into the basement to stop Team Rocket from, I don't know, taking over the world, I guess. But Felon decides to rock up and battle me now, of all times. Beating this loser, he runs off yet again, probably to go commit another crime. Despicable human being, disgusting. Regardless, I eventually find the director though, who gives me a key to the roof of the radio building. So back we go. Well, look who it is. Proton! Hey, call me Proton John. Wait, what's his name? Proto Jonathan. Pro Jared? Oh, that's... I don't know what the f I'm thinking of. Proton? So we take down Pro Jared the Fiend and take on Ariana Grande! Ariana Grande! Whoa! Ariana Grande! She leads with an Arbok as I lead with a Nevia and go for confusion, but unfortunately get paralyzed. Thankfully though, we never get fully paralyzed and can take it out. In next is Murkrow, so I switch to Ampharos and zap it with a Thunderbolt, which left her Vileplume, which unfortunately slept our Kindred, and so I decided to switch over to Nidoking to dig and finish it off. Now all that was between me and the boss of Team Rocket was one elevator. Are we really gonna do this again? Archer, you managed to get this far? You must be quite the trainer. We intend to take over this radio tower and officially announce our combat. That should bring our boss Giovanni back from his solitary training. We're going to regain our former glory. I will not allow you to interfere with our meticulous plans. Alright, let's take this one seriously then. What's your name? I could have read it. Archer, right. Leading with a Houndour, I send in Renekton, forgetting it didn't have a water move. So I decided to just set up Swords Dance twice and one-shot it with a not very effective Crunch. Taking out Coughing next leaves him with just a Houndoom. Unfortunately though, it does flinch me with a Bite the first turn, but we get it low the next with a Crunch. With Feraligatr now sitting in the, what I would like to call, danger zone, I decide to switch over to Gyarados, where of course we are able to finish the job, thus putting an end to Team Rocket's schemes. For now, I guess. Who knows what will happen once we hit Johto. But for now, I have to beat the Elite Four, which means getting our final shiny Pokemon, which also requires me to get the final badge of the game, which also requires me to leave this radio tower. But this guy runs up to me and gives me a feather, okay? Brother gave me a feather? I stopped these evil felons from force evolving every Pokemon in Johto, and I get a feather. Okay. Thank you. Very cool. So with the first step off that list completed, leaving the radio building, we head back to Mahogany Town, where we can head east through the Icy Cave and head towards Blackthorn. Inside said Icy Cave, I do pick up Waterfall, and just before leaving, I run into a random Kimono girl who's stuck on the ice here. Oh no, step bro, I'm stuck on the ice. So I push her in the back aggressively, and she manages to make it off the ice. Nice. And with that, we have arrived in Blackthorn City, home to the Move Deleter. You thought I was going to say home to the final gym, didn't you? But no, the Move Deleter, where I immediately go and delete Cut from Feraligatr and give it Waterfall instead, because you know what? That's way better. Now heading into the Dragon Gym, I wasn't too concerned as we have both Gyarados and our Gator Boy See You Later boy who have Ice Fang, and both can set up now since Gyarados had learned Dragon Dance. So I made my way through the Volcanic Gym and prepared for battle. It's time to take on Clair, the world's best Dragon type trainer, or something. Well, that's a lie because we know Lance exists. But anyway, gym number 8 against Clair the baddie. God damn. And she has a cape. I love capes. Did I mention that already? I think so. Leading with Gyarados. Guess what? Isn't a dragon type. Says the best dragon type trainer doesn't even have, not even using a dragon Pokemon as their lead. Crazy. So leading with that, I send in Ampharos to one-shot it with a quad effective Thunderbolt. In next is the first Dragonair, so I switch over to Nidoking and go for a Dig, which does about half health. However, it does retaliate with an Aqua Tail, dealing a lot of damage, but less than I thought, which means I can kill it with a Dig. In next is her Kingdra, and I could stay in, but I know it does have Hydro Pump. So I made the switch to Gyarados, and as expected, it goes for Hydro Pump. Now my plan was to switch out again, but before doing so, I hit it with a Strength to chip it down as it goes for a Smoke Bomb to reduce our accuracy. But we don't miss, and actually managed to drop it below half health, activating its Citrus Berry. Now, I was considering staying in here and chipping it a little bit more with Gyarados, but I decided to swap over now, sending in our Avian Flu. This is sort of safer than Hyper Beam. Okay, lucky we switched, but it would have missed anyway. But we're going to go for Hypnosis. Hydro Pump. I did put the Lax Incense onto Noctowl to help increase negative accuracy on the opponent. So I guess that paid off on the Hyper Beam just there. We got the Hypnosis on the Kingdra. It is now asleep. Now we switch to Renekton, and hopefully we can at least double Sword Stance before it wakes up. Unless it wakes up first turn and then I cry. Sword Stance. It's still asleep. We Sword Stance again. It's still asleep. Okay, I think we can take it out with 2 Sword Stances and a Crunch, no? We don't miss though. Crunch should take it a quad boosted attack. Okay, Kingdra down. Good, nice. The scary one is dealt with, which leaves just a Dragonair. See you later, Dragonair. I was gonna like try and do see you later, alligator, but I got it. I came up with it. Okay, guys, I came up with it. See you later for alligator. Are you serious? What the actual... Not this act again. Whitney already did this at Gym 3. Give me my badge. Now, hand it over, please. Oh my god. Why do I have to prove I'm worth it to some random old guy in a cave? Okay, fine. So I go over, talk to this old guy. He says I'm really cool or whatever and gives me my badge. Which means, yes, we can check off one of those items on that long list of acquiring the final gym badge. Which means we're on to the next step, which is getting my final shiny Pokemon. And I had one in mind. And by this point, you can probably guess what it is as I go and pick up the Master Ball from Professor Elm and take on the 5 Kimono girls in back-to-back battles against a bunch of evolutions. And I won't lie, these battles almost cost me dearly. In the first against Umbreon, I led with Ampharos, who'd now learned Signal Beam. So we managed to take it out in 3 turns, since Umbreon is so specially defensive. Battle 2 against Espeon went well, as we crit it with a Thunderbolt. But Battle 3 against Flareon, it manages to land a burn with a Fire Blast, meaning our Feraligatr just couldn't take out Flareon. Now on low health, I had no choice but to switch, so I send in Gyarados, and wow, yet again, insane damage is done to it. Waterfall did finish the job, however, and it was on to Jolteon. Always starting back on Ampharos at the start of each battle was kind of annoying, as I always had to waste a turn switching, but with this one it was alright, as I could swap to Nidoking for full immunity to the Thunderbolt. Taking down Jolteon with a Dig left Vaporeon, and as much as I'd love to leave Ampharos in and just Thunderbolt it, I really couldn't risk it. So I sent in Noctowl, and after doing no damage with Confusion, I decided to put the thing to sleep and risk switching back to Ampharos. But of course, it decides to wake up. So now all I can do is swap to Gyarados. And man, this was risky, but thankfully though, strength was enough to take it out, making it through the Kimono Girl Gauntlet. Yes, that was eventful. That was a lot just happened, huh? But that also means I can finally hunt the final Pokemon in the run. And with that, I ascend the Bell Tower. It's Ho-Oh! It's the legendary beast, Bird! And with that, the reset journey began. Oh, Shiny Ho-Oh! Shiny Ho-Oh! Let's go! Oh my god, it's beautiful! It's beautiful! I love it! Yes! Get in the Master Ball, Ho-Oh! Honestly, Ho-Oh is one of my favorite legendaries, I gotta say, and has an incredible shiny as well. Oh my... And with shiny Ho-Oh on the team, that left one more thing on that list. Beat the Elite Four. So to get there, I headed back home to New Bucktown, where I headed east towards the Tojo Falls. This is our first step into Kanto, but the rest will have to wait until we beat the Elite Four. You've taken your first step into Kanto. Check your Pokegear map and see. Okay. The hell? There's a radio that no longer works. What is this room? What is this room? Someone let me know in the comments. I have no idea what this room is, and it's kind of weird. Up now is the final route of the game, Victory Road. Known to be infamously hard to get through with complex puzzles, super strong wild Pokemon, and countless trainer battles to take on. Or not, I guess, as I made it through without fighting anything, and the puzzles were actually pretty easy as well. Wait, this guy took out all the trainers? Well, time for one final battle against the Felon. If I win, to jail with your ass. Leading with Sneasel, I send in our Nidoking and one-shot it with a single double kick. Didn't even need to kick twice, so I guess it's a single kick? Yeah, that works. Anyway, Kadabra in next, I swap to Ampharos and go for Signal Beam to take it out, as it sets up a Reflect. Meganium in next has far more health though, and does take a Signal Beam Cannon, poisoning me in the process. We do take it out the next turn though, and in comes Haunter. So I send in Noctowl to take it out with a Confusion. Then in comes his Magneton, which finally evolved, but still fails to do anything meaningful, as I just switch over to Nidoking and hit it with a Dig, which left Golbat. And switching to Gyarados, we take it out with just 2 Ice Fangs. Alright, that's it. I'm calling the police. You're getting locked back up, you little thief. And with that, we have made it to the league. That is freaking right. We made it here with 0 deaths. Will today finally be the day I complete a deathless run? Well, now it's time to find out. And immediately it gets off to a bad start, as I plan to Swords Dance and Roll Will's Psychic Pokemon, but get confused immediately. And of course, we attack ourselves. And with a Psychic, look at that, our Feraligatr is already in the red. Sending an Ampharos with Signal Beam, I do take it out, and in comes Jinx, who puts us to sleep. So I switch to Gyarados, but then that was put to sleep too. Thankfully I woke up though and Dragon Dance, surviving a Psychic on 30 HP, but now with a speed increase and an attack boost, I managed to take out the fat-lipped girl with a Bite, and in comes Exeggutor. Scared, I decided to switch in Ho-Oh, and boom, nice. Sacred Fire kills it. Uh-oh, it's a Slowbro, that's not good. But in the end, this just turns into a really gross stall battle, when this thing decides to boost its stats over and over through the roof, and then heals, as I managed to get it so close to death after burning it. But no, he had to go and heal it, which put me in a really bad spot. With most of my Pokemon weak, I was truly considering sacrifice here, but I thought I'd risk the hypnosis and make a switch to Ampharos and pray. And thank the Lord, it paid off, landing both, taking it out, leaving just Xatu. Yeah, I knew we had a good special defense, so I wasn't worried. That's right. It does have a citrus berry though, so if it lives, it doesn't live, so it doesn't matter. Alright, that's crazy. When we look at how bad my Pokemon's health is after that first battle, I'm nervous. I mean, I played it horrifically, so kind of my own fault. And with that, we are moving on to battle number 2, which I expected to go better, I would hope. He's doing the special beam cannon! Leading with Ariados, I take it out with a Fire Blast from Ho-Oh, and the same goes for Fortress. Until Come Backwards comes in and starts minimizing. What's especially frustrating is our extrasensory is also doing not enough damage, which is very cringe. So when we finally hit it enough times to get it low, it of course heals back up. So I switch to Noctowl, but it keeps healing with its black sludge, as I keep missing thanks to minimize. But finally Nidoking manages to take it down, and in comes Venomoth. I switch over to Ampharos now, who does manage to take it out with a Thunderbolt, but it costed a lot of health in the process. And so even though Crobat in next would be a surefire kill, it'll probably outspeed us and take us out for sure. So I switch out, as this little start setting up double team. Great, we're doing the whole evasion thing again. We get it, you're a ninja, you dodge things, I guess. Switching to Gyarados, Ice Fang gets it below half, but its Citrus Berry activates as it keeps boosting its evasion. So I just decide to boost my attack with Dragon Dance and pray for one more hit, which we never get, and then find ourselves on 3 HP. So I send in for Alligator and attempt to do the same. Boost my attack through the roof and pray that we finally hit it. And thankfully, we do in fact manage to land a quad boosted waterfall, ending the fight in a single hit. But look at the state of my squad. It's been through the ringer. Now honestly, Bruno wasn't too bad, taking down his fighting Pokemon with relative ease, and then the final Elite Four member, Granny whatever her name is, was pretty easy too, making it through both fights all without losing a Pokemon. Now, all that remained was Lance. Just Lance. And I'll have completed HeartGold with shiny Pokemon all without losing a single Pokemon in a hardcore Nuzlocke. Oh my god, this is it. Let's do it. Okay, we vibing. He's got a cape. Did I mention that I want his cape? All right, now guys, don't worry. I've come with an insane plan. Oh no, you dropped my attack? I'm actually not concerned at all. The plan initially all revolves around first setting up Reflect. Okay, this might not go according to plan if that does more than half. Oh, okay. What? It crit and flinched me? Okay, all good. I'm just gonna Thunderbolt it. Fuck it, I want the Gyarados dead. That actually ruined my plan completely. My plan was to sleep the Gyarados, set up Reflect, and then switch to our Gyarados, set up Dragon Dance, and roll. But I guess that's not gonna happen. Okay, Outrage. It did go for Outrage. This is gonna hurt, but I'm hoping that it will just confuse itself. Oh my god. I need it to get confused this turn. Confuse this turn, please. Did it crit? What the f*** is happening? It's fine, because now I'm gonna switch. It's gonna hit itself 2 turns in a row while I set up Dragon Dance, and we're gonna chill. Everything will be fine. Hit yourself. Nice. But now we Dragon Dance. I think we have to just go for Ice Fang. We're outspeeding it, plus we're attack boosted. I think we just have to go for it. Nice! Okay, wait. That pretty much actually secured us the whole game, right? I'm pretty sure. Because now the other Dragonites won't outspeed. We've outspeeding them. We know that if we can kill the level 50, we can kill the level 49s. Aerodactyl, we should outspeed. It's got a Thunderfang. Doesn't matter because we should outspeed and just kill it with a waterfall. No way this doesn't one-shot because we got Stab on this bad boy. And in comes Dragonite. Now, I wonder which one it is. The one with Thunder, probably. So we'll Ice Fang it again. Quite effective. Outspeed. Ice Fanged. Chomp, 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 mother freaker. Death. You know what? Imagine if that small amount of health that it took from the confusion was all that let me kill the level 50, and then I'm like here assuming all of this information that just isn't right. But it's quite effective. Ice Fang does take out 2 Dragonites so far. We've got the 3rd in here. Oh my god. This guy's crazy. Bring something else, brother. The first 2 died to my Gyarados, and the next one did as well. That's 3 Dragonussies destroyed, leaving just Charizard, which isn't even a Dragon-type Pokemon. And on top of that, I have Waterfall. Waterfall! Go! Spit. Spit on that thing. Huck 2. I ruined it. I'm sorry. That was bad. But we did it! We beat Charizard, and that is every single Pokemon of Lance's Elite Four team destroyed, baby. Let's go. I don't like it, but I guess because it's not the ending, really. There's still more to go. And your boy will be doing it next time. I promise. I'm going to be continuing this run. That's correct. So I, in fact, did manage to beat Lance's team and become the champion of HeartGold using only shiny Pokemon and losing no Pokemon in our run, which is freaking incredible. If you guys enjoyed this video, enjoyed the team, our boy, this whole incredible team that we made along the way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash like on it, hit subscribe. Thank you to the members who are watching videos a day early and supporting me. I really do appreciate it. We're almost at 100k. Let's make it happen. And next time, I'll be back for part 2 where we take on Kanto. I'm going to do all of Kanto. take on the league again. It's going to be a whole thing. We're going to have to catch a bunch of extra shiny Pokemon. But I can't believe we completed a run without losing a single shiny Pokemon. I'm so excited. That was sick. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Lost no Pokemon, you suck. Yeah, Lance, you suck. And that is it for me. I'm going. Okay.